10 years ago today, I smoked my last cigarette, and I haven't lit another one since. Hi, I'm Nandi, and I smoked for 36 years. And yet, 10 years ago today, in January 2007, I reached into my pocket, pulled out my packet of cigarettes, and threw them into the bin, and I haven't looked back. Today, I'd like to share with you some of my experiences. But first of all, a disclaimer. I represent no marketing company, I'm not here to sell you anything, and there is no hitch. What you're going to get from me today are the facts about smoking and nothing but the facts. The rest is up to you. First of all, some common misconceptions about smoking. Misconception number one is, it goes something like this. Well, I've smoked for decades, and it's done me no harm, and in any case, it's probably too late to give up. Wrong. It is never too late to give up smoking. The effect of smoking is accumulative. It is never too late. Misconception number two goes something like this. Well, I only smoke 2 or 3 cigarettes, maybe 4, and I usually smoke at the weekends. Surely that's better than smoking a packet of 20 cigarettes every day. Wrong. Most of the damage done to your body by smoking comes with the first cigarette of the day. Think about that, the first cigarette. And most of the damage in that first cigarette comes with the first few puffs. By the time you get to the 16th or 17th cigarette, the effect is marginal. It's incremental. Also, I'd like you to think about this. The effect of smoking is immediate. Within the first 20 minutes after you finish smoking your cigarette, you are at most danger from a cardiac arrest. Think about that. Most danger in the first 20 minutes after smoking. Now, one thing that people seem to really have no idea about when it comes to smoking is the actual nature of the product itself. Okay? Now, I'm as guilty about this as anyone else. We think about cigarettes as tobacco, which are just dried leaves after all, wrapped in paper which you light up and smoke. Cigarettes contain some of the most deadly chemicals and toxins known to man. In fact, some of those chemicals are actually used by mortuaries to embalm dead bodies. Okay? Think about this. If somebody was to offer you a glass containing those precise chemicals and ask you to drink it, well, you quite rightly refuse. And if somebody was to force you, right, force you to drink that glass, okay, that would be classed as a serious assault, possibly even attempted murder, right? Okay, so the other thing that we seem not to think about too much, and it's something I'd like to address today, is the role of the tobacco industry itself. Okay? Have you ever thought about why it is that on the side of your cigarette packet there is no recommended safe dose? There isn't. Okay? If you go into a supermarket and you buy a cake or a pizza or anything at all, okay, there is a recommendation of the serving. So a pizza might serve 4, might serve 8, right? A can of soup might serve 2. Same thing with your medication, okay? The side of the medicine will tell you take 2 tablets 3 times a day, whatever it might be. Not at all with cigarettes, right? Now that should tell you something, okay? I remember 20 years ago reading a John Grisham novel about the tobacco industry, okay? And the protagonist was in court and he was cross-examining one of the tobacco industry executives, and he asked, what do you recommend as a safe dose for smoking? He couldn't answer. So, why did I finally decide to give up? 10 years ago, right? It was a cold, dank January. Over the Christmas, before that, I developed a cold, and I just couldn't seem to shift it. 2 weeks later, in January, it had gone into my chest, and I noticed I was gurgling and wheezing when I breathed. I got frightened. I don't mind telling you, I panicked, right? And I wondered all sorts of things. Was this emphysema? Was this first stage lung disease? Was it even lung cancer for all I knew? Then it hit me like a lightning bolt. I wanted to live. And if these cigarettes were what was standing between me and living a healthy life, then I'm going to throw them away. And that's exactly what I did. And I haven't looked back. I've never been tempted. I've never taken any of the aids that are sometimes promoted and touted as something you should take to help you give up smoking. Nothing. Sheer willpower. I learned what I had to know and I gave up. The irony is I already knew most of these facts. Okay? But I was not persuaded until I was actually afraid that January 10 years ago, afraid for my life, that I stopped. Right? I hope that my experience has helped you. Look out for follow-up videos when I would like to talk to you about 2 additional things that will help you give up smoking: exercise and good diet. Thank you very much. Peace out. Okay.